What if the Las Vegas Raiders' biggest advantage this season isn't just their new quarterback, Geno Smith, but where he gets to play his home games? There's a weird statistical split that suggests Smith is about to become a cheat code inside Allegiant Stadium and any other dome he plays in. Here's the deal. When Geno Smith plays outdoors, he's a solid Pro Bowl caliber quarterback, but move him inside a dome, shielded from the elements, and his numbers jump to an entirely different level. During his time as Seattle starter in 14 games played indoors, Smith was electric, throwing 30 touchdowns against only 5 interceptions for a stellar 110.8 passer rating. Now, compare that to his 36 starts outdoors, where his passer rating dropped by over 20 points and his touchdown to interception ratio was dramatically lower. It's not just a small difference, it's like he's two different players. And now, with a schedule that gives him a full slate of home games inside the friendly confines of Allegiant Stadium, the Raiders are about to unleash the dome version of Geno Smith on the rest of the league. Let's dig into the numbers because they tell a story that should make the rest of the AFC a little envious. The split in Geno's performance based on the environment is one of the most drastic in the NFL. This is a quarterback who in 2022 led the entire NFL with a 69.8% completion percentage, proving that when conditions are perfect, his accuracy is elite. The problem in Seattle was that the conditions weren't always perfect. In Las Vegas, for every home game, they will be. If you want a perfect example, just look at his back-to-back games at Ford Field in Detroit. In 2022, he dismantled the Lions, completing 23 of 30 passes for 320 yards and 2 touchdowns. The very next year, he did it again, throwing for 328 yards and another 2 scores. In those 2 games, in a climate-controlled environment, he combined for 648 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. That's the quarterback the Raiders are getting every time they play at home. So what's going on here? It seems to boil down to 2 things, mechanics and mentality. First, his mechanics. Geno Smith's game is built on rhythm and precision. Wind, rain, and cold are the enemies of the timing-based passer. They force tiny adjustments to a quarterback's release and the velocity that can turn a perfect throw into a miss. Inside a dome, those variables vanish. The air is still, the turf is fast, and every throw comes out exactly how he intends. It lets his natural accuracy shine through. Second, it's about mentality. Some quarterbacks get rattled by the noise of a packed dome. Geno Smith seems to feed on it. He has said he enjoys the energy of a loud, intense stadium. It focuses him. Instead of being a distraction, the roar of the crowd becomes a soundtrack to his execution. He proved it over and over on the road for Seattle, and now that energy will be for him, the Raider Nation rocking Allegiant Stadium. This all leads us to the 2025 season and why this isn't just a fun fact. It's a massive strategic advantage. The Raiders will play 11 of their 17 games inside a dome. That's a huge chunk of the season where Geno Smith gets to operate in his optimal environment. Think about what that means for the AFC West. When the Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos travel to Las Vegas, they won't just be playing the Raiders. They'll be facing the guy who posts a 110 passer rating indoors. It has the potential to turn Allegiant Stadium from just a home field into a fortress, a lab where the Raiders can deploy their quarterback at his absolute peak. While critics might point to the smaller sample size of his past dome games, they're missing the bigger picture. That sample size is about to explode, and all the data we have suggests that his production will too. For years, Geno Smith has shown flashes of brilliance, earning Comeback of the Player of the Year award, Pro Bowl selections, while playing most of his games outside. The Raiders didn't just make a trade for a player he's been, they traded for the player he consistently becomes when the conditions are perfect. By bringing him to Las Vegas, they haven't just found a new quarterback. They've given a great player the perfect environment to potentially refine their franchise and shake up the AFC. Well, what do you guys think of these stats and what it means for the Raiders in 2025 with Geno Smith, number 7, Big Geno at the helm? Make sure you comment below. Tell us what you think. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. We'll see you on the next episode, Thursday, of Silver and Black Today, an Odyssey Sports Radio podcast, where Mo Moten and I will get you all caught up on what's happening at training camp. For everybody here at Silver and Black Today, have a great week, Raider Nation. We'll talk to you later.